If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
I know of one person, reclusive and formerly shy, but fast in trusting others. Can you beat that? Kidding aside, shyness is not the issue as that known person. She could be a recluse, avoiding people, but was her privacy she was giving more importance to. When she had a divorce, and which is a painful procedure for her, she went into reclusive state. That would certainly help her in overcoming emotional disturbance which a woman like her could be suffering, for a while. And normally, if a person is reclusive, and now that she had been going through a problem with her personal life, the tendency is to maintain more privacy. She does not want people discussing about them, so she may appear slow to trust others. Under her plight for peace, she appeared slow to trust others. Her attitude as a person was blended now with personal rift with husband. They have a kid, and she needs to focus more on her to lessen the pain of their divorce. Presently, she had overcame those moments, and they had to turn to a normalcy of life. That of movie celebrities. Photo credits, Google. Interesting question. I am immediately intrigued by this. I can usually connect immediately with any state of mind and understand it because I have experienced it. However, I have never been shy, But let's see if we can break this down. So, if a person is shy, we need to first work out what shyness is. Shyness is usually the state of being unassertive, quiet, going unnoticed and choosing to take a back seat, right? Being reclusive could simply be an extension of this. So, why would a person be choosing self-exclusion? It seems to me that possible reasons could be low self-esteem, lack of confidence, slow stress threshold/anxiety issues. I can't think of any others at this point. So in considering if this is low self-esteem, I have to ask the question, why would that make a person distrustful of others? Of course, the possibility of low self-esteem having come from an overly liberational and negative parent might result in the natural inclination to back off from people who remind us of this parent. If it was simply a lack of confidence, I would have to suggest that a lack of confidence would not have to result in being distrustful of others, so I feel I must count that one out. Low stress threshold/anxiety. This could be a possibility if a person has had a particularly stressful life due to exposure to a challenging situation, and it is possible they have developed a chemical imbalance in the brain. For instance, if serotonin is depleted, then this results in anxiety becoming a problem. Serotonin is a chemical naturally produced by the brain to help deal with stress. Maybe it is possible in this case that a mistrust for people could emerge if past experiences of a challenging situation did involve a certain type of person. Maybe the brain could protect itself by avoiding people who it recognizes as stressful. However, I'm now leaning more toward the PTSD possibility. When we experience a traumatic event such as betrayal, violence, cruelty, or extended bullying, then this can result in post-traumatic stress disorder. This is far more likely to render a person very cautious about exposing themselves too much to others. It would likely be the chosen method of self-protection. Self-exclusion from social interaction safeguards against negative exchange. Negative exchange, of course, being the most expected outcome for a traumatized mind. Avoiding conflict could be the name of the game. Mental health. It is possible that there may be deeper mental health issues at play. For instance, if a person is suffering anthropophobia, fear of people, this could easily explain the reclusiveness and also the shyness. A person may alternatively have a social anxiety disorder which interferes with normal human interaction and mixing. So I am inclined to conclude that yes, a shy person who has the appropriate history or mental health could be fearful and distrustful of others. I hope this helps. Basil Simon, musical life coach. Official website. I notice the more you wake up and become aware of what life is about and how you fit in, the lesser people around and more interesting to talk to. I enjoy to sit with my partner and 3 cats in our remote place in nature. It's not interesting anymore to talk about normal things like the latest TV shows or the weather. Many people are just as shallow. Without condemning that, I respect their choice. Personally, shyness ruined most of my 20s, but the man who really turned my life around was Sean. How to Overcome Shyness. The Ultimate 3-Step Guide. Moldita. Does it even matter which part of the question comes first? No matter how you phrase it, there are so many qualifiers, particularly with respect to what you mean exactly by trust, that any answer runs the risk of overgeneralizing. Yes, they are, and yet, sometimes they give their trust somewhat recklessly. People who are painfully shy mistrust themselves around others, and by others I mean most everyone. They have missed out on the learning that occurs in development through the ups and downs of trusting others because they've never participated. There are tons of different people on our planet, more than you and I would ever know and more complex than you and I can ever imagine. So are some painfully shy, reclusive people slow to trust others? Yes. Is there a solution to it? Yes. Is it easy to change? No. So how can you change? Seek professional help from someone truly qualified and trained. This is what I recommend anyone who comes to me. So if you are not happy being shy, reclusive and slow to trusting others, once you move in this direction, you will achieve results and you will notice change. Loy Makito. I suppose this question is not so simply answered. Some people are just not so social or have another reason for being in the background. I notice the more you wake up and become aware of what life is about and how you fit in, the lesser people around and more interesting to talk to. I enjoy to sit with my partner and 3 cats in our remote place in nature. It's not interesting anymore to talk about normal things like the latest TV shows or the weather. Many people are just as shallow. Without condemning that, I respect their choice. But for sure there are people with bad life experiences who became so insecure about getting hurt again, they keep the background too. Yes, of course. Leaving aside the link to the celebrity article you included, doesn't it make simple, logical sense? Of course, some gregarious and outgoing people may be slow to trust others as well. As long as you include the qualifier some, when you're talking about characteristics of people, yes is going to be the answer. So maybe a better question is, does being painfully shy and reclusive make you slow to trust others? Or, does being slow to trust others make you painfully shy and reclusive? Does it even matter which part of the question comes first? No matter how you phrase it, there are so many qualifiers, particularly with respect to what you mean exactly by trust, that any answer runs the risk of overgeneralizing. Good luck.